Okay guys, so in this one we actually need to make it so it saves the forms and updates and all that. So let's jump into Komodo Edit. And first and foremost, on Edit Profile, we want to change our form sets to actually not even request anything. They can just get the query set, and that's okay. That's all we really need them to do, because they are not going to be handling the post data at all. Another thing we need to do is we need to request files or none for the picture form, and this is referenced in file uploads in the Django documentation. So when we request the files just like that, that means we can actually upload things. Another attribute we do need to add to the form is this right here, and that's pretty easy to do. We just jump into the form, go into where the user picture form is, and add that in. Okay, so then we can go back into our Jumbotron, or excuse me, into our template file here, and just in the desktop, just going to upload, some picture, and then just update it. And if we just do a refresh, we'll see that it actually did change that form, and that's kind of how you would do that. It's pretty simple to do. Next, we need to actually set up our URLs to accept this other form, because remember, if we click update here, it goes to this other URL which we want to change. And we're going to grab this. We actually don't need the URL part of it. We can just do edit and jobs, and this is going to be edit jobs. Have to double check to make sure that's the right view, but we will check shortly on that one. And then we're going to do locations and edit locations. So going into our views, edit address is what we changed it, so let's change it to locations, and edit jobs. So we have edit locations and edit jobs. That is this and this. Okay, cool. So that's how we're going to handle those. And we want to change it to where if the request method equals to post, then we'll do some stuff. Else we will return arrays HTTP 404. Let's make sure that we have that. Yeah, we do. We have that in there. So now we wanted to return a HTTP response redirect. So let's import that. So basically, after the form set's valid, we want it to return a redirect, and we'll just redirect it to edit, back where we were basically. Now we want to do this thing called messages, and that's a Django built-in function. So the messages framework. So if you go into Django, you'll see this. It's kind of a nice little setup that allows us to send messages, throughout the whole page. So, or throughout anything without using sessions and stuff like that. So basically just grab that. We're going to import it. We're going to go up here at the very top, import it in there. And actually I'm going to put this right below it. And then we want to grab the success message. And we can just copy this one for now. Go back down. We're going to put it inside of if the form set is valid, because that's where we want to actually have the message happen. Because if it's not valid, then we will do else. We'll do a message error. Message error. Profile details failed. Did not update. That's if there are errors, but the way we'll set it up, it shouldn't actually have errors. And then we want to grab the template data, so the message stuff. So copy that, go into edit profile. We're going to go to the very top and just put it here. You can keep it in the LI, the list elements. We're just going to keep that for now. We can style it some other time. So save that, go back into your Jumbotron template, go into edit and go to locations and then hit update. Oops, looks like we had a little bit of a redirect error. Let's go back into our views and see what's going on. Yep, there it is. Save that. Let's go back. And into locations, update, profile details updated. Cool. So then if we go, somewhere else and go back to edit, the message goes away. And that's pretty useful. Okay, so now we need to actually save new data. So let's actually do that. So what we'll do is for form in form set A, new form equals form.save commit equals to false, and new form.user equals to request.user, and then new form.save. Okay, and actually let's make sure these are indented correctly. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Cool. And we'll go back in here. We've got to do a quick little refresh, go into locations. Let's add a new one. I'm actually going to leave the user one out. 1 2 3 test 2. City, let's do Los Angeles. And we'll use that as the zip code. Press update. Profile details did not update. Looks like we had some issues here. So it must be in the form set itself. So form sets actually need a management form within when it's actually being sent. The post is actually being sent. So all we do, it's really easy. We just say a management form. And once you have that, it is now ready to go. So we can even copy this and put it up with our form set J. Make sure you change that. Of course, we aren't dealing with that quite yet, but once we do that, then we can go into edit, go to locations. Let's just click user for now. Test 1 2 3 test 2 Los Angeles. Hit update. Profile details updated. Go to locations. It is now there. Pretty cool. So if we do it again, just for 1 2 3 4 test 2 2 1 Irvine CA 92618. And you hit update, profile details updated. Now we have all these locations. Cool. So we just need to repeat the same process for edit jobs. It's actually really easy. So all we need to do is we can just copy this and paste it in here. Change form set to form set J, job form set. Actually, we can copy the form set stuff from here. We probably didn't have to delete it beforehand, but it's okay. And then job form set, copy those. So there we go. J, we will actually get rid of that for now. And there we go. So in our profile, we need to make sure where we're sending it. So we're going to edit underscore jobs and then URLs, edit underscore jobs. Cool, looks good. So let's go back and test it. Go to edit, jobs, user, pick the user, position is bartender, employer, Joe's, 1 2 3 Newport Boulevard, Newport Beach, CA 92663, and phone number 949, some number 555-5555. We'll copy the dates just so we don't have to worry about that too much because we will put a date picker at some point. Press update and edit jobs. Looks like we had some issue here. So let's go and see what the issue was. Edit jobs, edit jobs. Okay, those look right. edit profile. We have that trailing slash in which we do not need. So let's refresh the send. Probably didn't work. So go back into jobs. Let's try that again. Bartender Joe's 123 Newport Boulevard, Newport Beach. There we go. Copy these dates here. Update. Job details did not update. So if we go into our views, I think I know what the problem is we didn't actually request the post data. Yeah, in our form set right here, we need to request post. We don't actually need to say none. So requesting the post data, that actually is requesting the data, basically. If we don't do that, it's going to constantly give us this profile details did not update. So let's go back into jobs. Actually, let's do just a quick refresh just in case. And it should work this time. Joe's 123 Newport Boulevard, test. Okay. And then let's just copy this address for now, or date, excuse me. All right, update, profile details updated. There we go. We have jobs and we have locations. Again, we can clean this stuff up, make it look a little bit better. Pictures work, jobs, all that stuff. So it's really coming together. There's that picture working. Notice that new jobs are showing up and all that. All the new cities that we've quote unquote lived in are all showing up as well. Cool. So the data itself is starting to look really good. And we will clean all this stuff up just a little bit more where it's not so much data here on the side. And also we need to get rid of this user thing because, I mean, really, I shouldn't be able to reassign a job that I had to a different user. So we will do all that in the next one. All right. See you guys.